Did you know good beer by the time you knew good coffee? Or did you know good coffee before you knew good beer?
I never really cared for beer. I really never did. It wasn't until Oktoberfest and I found the torts and stuff that I actually enjoyed a beer, I guess you would say. And then I found Dos Equis and I liked them. I found them in Mexico.
I think to be human is to know good beer. Or to know beer at least a little bit. Do you know why? Because there's still many people that I actually did cry over a freaking commercial the other day. They're talking about how the guy really understood the extent of water instability and how like a lot of still countries out there today have humans that are kind of enslaved to the nonsense of like having to go retrieve water from such a long ass place for some unknown reason when there's water kind of like weirdly plentiful in like access points for the mother nature trying to provide, you know, things for her babies sort of idea. And I don't know, there's probably just greed that probably keeps us going, but there's still to this day all that time. And then they actually spend so much time getting the water, but the water is not even fucking good. It's probably contaminated. So you're actually giving, and then you're going to potentially just, I don't know, kill your lifeline as you basically spend most of your life bringing water that's going to eventually kill you. You know, it seems like an American fucking food processing operation we got going on today. But still, the water thing. So what do we do with the water thing, or what they could do potentially with the water thing? Maybe. Like almost with the nuts of the squirrel, whether it was too bitter or something like that, so you gotta just like, you know, put it in the ground for a little bit and just gotta let it rest. Do the same thing, like, you know, putting it in a keg or something like that, and then making some beer out of the water a little bit and letting it kind of be safer that way-ish or something like this. Now, let me tell you how I'm going to string this into a story of 250 years after America, an American way, and just humans today, okay? So you guys are all going to like, you know, love it, because you guys are like, yeah, it's just safe. This is not a xenophobic story, because we're not talking about anybody besides America. Nationalism at its finest. And I say, okay, crazy people. George Washington made his own beer. Now there's a recipe apparently you can maybe find. Now, you know why? Because it was probably the only freaking water at their base that was safe to drink when he would serve it to his troops. Trying to, you know, go against the redcoats and be like, this is our land, this is my land. I don't know. Sing that song with me, everybody. But it was a low alcohol beer, just like it's probably a low alcohol wine that Jesus was probably, you know, having to kind of handle himself back then. So the whole like prohibition of like, no alcohol. I'm like, well, you just want me to die then, because I can't really drink the water all the times, can I? But today you can get this version of Washington's beer, which follows Washington's recipe exactly. Now, if you do this though, unfortunately it's gonna have like a weird molasses taste to it, and then it's also gonna be that low ABV, so then you have to question yourself, do I like this more than Daddy's PBR? And is this, you know, as a high schooler, is this good beer? Which I don't think the high schoolers are gonna be able to get this beer found sent to them from this brewery's tap house, so this is a null and void thing that's never going to actually showcase, but it'd be kind of cute to be like, do you like the beer today or the beer yesterday? And basically how much you don't like Grandpa's beer, but at the same time, you don't like it, but at least it's going to fucking keep you surviving. So you might as well drink it, bitch. Straight up, that's what I tell my kids too. Drink it, bitch. And then they're like, oh, you're a terrible parent. I'm like, am I? Is it basically hydrate my kid in a safe way? What are you doing with your kids? You basically send them to the freaking, like, you know, dumpster well. And then just basically don't do that thing. I guess just boil it. I don't know how you doing it, but if you're not doing it with, like, you know, the smartness of fermentation, it makes me think that you don't have smartness yourself right into the equation. Whew. There's also this Liberty Lager that'll be available, and now it happens to have more sticks to the few tweaks of modernization in case you don't want to celebrate like it's 1757. And this is what it looks like. So groove. There you go. Red, white, and blue. Bear. And there's your guys' story about beer, and a really historical exoneration, and an application of the current situation that we don't really face here, but like other places are facing.